Hello everyone, I welcome you all on this platform of StudyIQ OPSC channel. In today's video, we will see the current affairs 11 May to 17 of May. As you know, in every morning from Monday to Saturday, we have a current affairs classes at 9 a.m. But we have started this initiative of this weekly current affairs session for your revision. All those important topics of the week we will be covered. It consists of national and international news as well as Odisha specific current affairs as well. Okay, so let's start without wasting any time. Okay, so we have a Paripurna batch as well, and the foundation batch. If you want to join, you can join with this. Similarly, we have Arambh foundation batch as well, and we have this prelims abhyas test series. So let's start. The first topic is Indian Army conducts Tista Prahar exercise. Indian Army tarafru Tista Prahar exercise conduct kara jaithila. Let's see in detail. Tista Prahar is a large-scale joint military exercise of the Indian Army conducted at Tista Field firing range in West Bengal. Just remember, Tista Field firing range in West Bengal. What is the objective of this? It aims to test the preparedness for war operations in riverine and diverse geographical area. Riverine and if you see, India is having the kind of different types of terrain. Terrain in the sense, the upon eastern border ko dekhiye, completely northeastern eastern border, you will find marshy land, you will find hilly areas and riverine jota mein kahu. So I mean, these are kind of porous in nature. Porous in the sense, I mean, the human being can easily move or travel across the border. So India ro bhi the neighboring countries ko jauchante loko, and those neighboring countries people can also come to India. So with that sense, we want to have a preparedness कि जेहेतु porous border अच्छे and that could be a threat to the national security. So we need to prepare for that. Okay. Sithpai, Indian Army conducts Tista Prahar exercise. It is conducted by three Shakti Corps. Conducted by three Shakti Corps under the Eastern Command of the Indian Army. Three Shakti Corps under the Eastern Command of the Indian Army. Okay. It involved integrated participation of infantry, mechanized infantry, artillery, armored corps, para-special forces, army aviation, and engineers and signals. So these are the forces जो मैंने कि involved थिले, engaged थिले कूदरे तीस्ता प्रहार exercise रे. Exercise Tista Prahar objective देखो first होची certification of jointness to promote seamless coordination between the combat arms and support services. Okay, combat operation रे जो मन रहे plus सेवन को support करिबा ପାଇଁ जो मन रहे सेवन को भितर गोटे coordination is required. Okay, and that coordination comes through practice. Enhancement of operational readiness to test the capability of quick mobilization and response in real-time scenario. Enhancement of operational readiness to test the capability of quick mobilization and response in real-time scenario. Okay, so I mean, what would be the duration of responding time, right? Through response time quick mobilization and response. Integration of technology in warfare. Now, as you know, technology is the key with respect to the warfare, be it drone technology or unmanned aerial vehicle, satellite help. Okay. So deployment of next generation weapon system and cutting edge military technologies. Simulation of future warfare to conduct tactical exercises for hybrid, conventional for irregular and high-tech warfare. Okay. Key features, let's see, multi-domain coordination, synergy of all branches in an integrated battle space, synergy of all branches, multi-domain coordination. Similarly, quick deployment capability, maneuver operations in challenging riverine terrain, यानी रिवराइन टेरेन रे कोभली भाव रे आमे ऑपरेशंस को कंडक्ट करा जाई परिबो टेक एनेबल्ड ऑपरेशंस इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ऑल टेरेन ट्रेनिंग okay irrespective of the terrain how to operate or how to engage the warfare. Next, two major research and innovation initiative under the India and European Union. India and European Union have launched two major research and innovation initiative under the India European Trade and Technology Council. Trade and Technology Council was established in 2022. Trade and Technology Council was established in 2022 by Indian Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen to strengthen bilateral cooperation in trade and technology. As you know, Bhartaman, India and European Union, they're also trying to negotiate, or negotiation is at the last stage with respect to free trade agreement. These initiatives have combined investment of around 391 crore, that is 41 million euro. Tackling marine plastic litter, this is one initiative. Marine plastic जो चल चाहिए यानी कि जो marine pollution होची due to microplastic खास करके, as you know, microplastic comes from the sewage system of the household. तेणु ସେଥିପାଇଁ what we are doing, funding European Union 115 crore and India is of 90 crore. Goal to develop innovative solutions for monitoring, assessing and mitigating the cumulative effects of the marine pollution, especially microplastic, heavy metals and organic pollutants. Focus, impacts on the marine life and ecosystem, bioaccumulation in the food chain, human health risk and mitigation from source entry points of the plastic litter. So impacts on marine life and ecosystem. So since the marine pollution is there, so it will impact the marine life and ecosystem. Bioaccumulation, since those organic or what you call pollutants, they keep on accumulating on those food chain, okay, in subsequent layer of food pyramid jaako ame koche. So bioaccumulation and biomagnification in the food chain, human health risk and mitigation from the source entry points of the plastic litter. It was launched in 6th May 2025. Importance to develop advanced tools and strategic to protect marine ecosystem. Okay. Next, green hydrogen from waste production. Funding. India is funding 90 crore, European Union 96. So one was the marine ecosystem, another one is the hydrogen, green hydrogen production. Technology development for sustainable and cost efficient green hydrogen production from biogenic waste. Okay. Technology development for sustainable and cost efficient green hydrogen production from biogenic waste. Key technologies. What are the technologies? Let's see. Advanced catalyst, process intensification, feedstock treatment, biological, electrochemical and catalytic method. So these are the key technologies जोटा कि green hydrogen को produce करिबारे help करूची. Launch केबे करागला 15th May 2025. Significance कौन? Accelerating energy transition in line with the India's National Green Hydrogen Mission and the European Union Hydrogen Strategy. Next, World Food Prize. Brazilian microbiologist Mariangela Hungria has been named as the 2025 World Food Prize laureate. World Food Prize laureate. They have developed a seed and soil treatment using beneficial bacteria such as Rhizobia and Azospirillum vrasilensis. Okay. So ये जो bacteria, beneficial bacteria, Rhizobia हो किंबा Azospirillum vrasilensis, ये जो bacteria गुड़ी को, they help in nitrogen fixation. That means they simply receive or they get nitrogen from the air and fixation process, they give nutrition to the what we call plant. Then innovation helps to naturally fix nitrogen in soybean crops. Also, this bacteria enhance root growth in crops such as corn, improving plant nutrient and water absorption. What is the World Food Prize? If you see, it is a major international award given to individuals who have advanced in human development by improving quality, quantity, and availability of food. It was established in 1986 by the Nobel Peace Prize winner Dr. Norman E. Borlaug. Okay, Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, who is also considered as the father of Green Revolution at the global level. It is also known as the Nobel Prize for the Food and Agriculture. Prize amount is $5 lakh. The award ceremony is usually held around the World Food Day in the mid-October. World Food Day in the mid-October. First Women Chief Justice of India. Trailblazing appointment, Justice B.V. Nagaratna is set to become the first women Chief Justice of India in September 2027, marking a historic milestone in Indian judiciary. Although her tenure would be a shorter one, जोटा कि 36 days हवर होची, and in the history of Supreme Court of India, and it would be third shortest. Judicial lineage जदि देखिबे, Justice Nagaratna is the daughter of Justice E.S. Venkatramaya, who served as the 19th Chief Justice of India in 1989. Elevation to Supreme Court. She was elevated to Supreme Court of India on the 31st August 2021. Significant in terms of gender representation. Her appointment is seen as a significant step towards gender inclusivity at the higher judiciary, inspiring future generations of women in law. Historical context: prior to Justice Nagaratna, Justice Fatima B.V. became the first women judge. Remember, Justice Fatima B.V. became the first women judge of the Supreme Court 1989, and Justice Leela Seth was the first women Chief Justice of a state high court. So till now there is no women of Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India, so she would be the first one. Climate Finance Taxonomy. The Department of Economic Affairs of the Union Finance Ministry has recently released draft document on the climate finance taxonomy. This follows the announcement of the Union Budget of 24-25 that a classification system would be developed to promote availability of capital for climate mitigation and adaptation. Okay. India's classification in latest in a series of initiatives across various regions to establish classification system. Okay. These classification or climate finance taxonomy has already been established or developed European Union, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong, Canada, and Australia. So let's see. India's climate action is based on several key aspects. The first one is a nationally determined contribution, which was initiated during the climate conference. India has set several targets of NDC submitted to the UNFCCC, such as first one, reduction in emission intensity of GDP, increasing power generation capacity from non-fossil energy, creation of additional carbon sinks. Okay, these are the three initiatives. National Action Plan on Climate Change. It is a mission mode approach to India's development and combating climate change. Mission mode approach. It consists of 8 national missions. Focus on solar energy, water, energy efficiency, forest, sustainable habitats, sustainable agriculture, Himalayan ecosystem, strategic climate knowledge areas. So let's see the diversified energy mix. India is focusing on renewable energy, bioenergy, nuclear energy, and storage solution. By February 2025, non-fossil fuel sources account for 47.4%. Non-fossil, that means green energy, what we call. Total installed electricity generation capacity, which includes solar power, is the highest one, 21.8%, wind power 10.3%, and hydropower OG 10%. Climate finance classification required. India has made a commitment to NDC and net zero emission by 2070. So we have a target of net zero emission by 2070 under the NDC. To meet these goals, climate investment support is needed. To meet the NDC targets by 2030, India needs about 2.5 trillion US dollar. Okay, according to Niti Aayog, India needs to invest 250 billion US dollar every year for energy transition till 2047. Adaptation action. Adaptation action will be needed to cope with the effects of climate change, which include agriculture, forestry, water resources, infrastructure, ecosystem. This action will require about 206 billion US dollar from 15 to 2023. That means simply for this adaptation or adaptability, we need a lot of money. So, US dollar 206 billion 15 ଭିତରେ we need for this adaptation. Role of climate finance. Aim is to increase the availability of capital for climate adaptation and mitigation. India has decided to develop a climate finance taxonomy to mobilize the required capital and encourage investors. Operation Black Forest. 31 Maoists killed in Kuru Gutalu Hills and Chhattisgarh and Telangana border under Operation Black Forest. It is a high intensity counter-terrorism mission specifically targeting Maoist stronghold areas. Location, if you see, the operation was there in Gutalu Hills. Kura Gutalu Hills are located in the Chhattisgarh-Telangana border, spread over 1200 square kilometer. If you see the objective, first to destroy the Naxal headquarters and operational infrastructure, neutralize top Maoist leadership, regain control of insurgent areas, to realize India's goal of eliminating left-wing extremism by 31st March 2026. Okay, so this is the target. Complete zero Naxal activities is the target till March 31st, 2026. Bhargavastra, let's see. India has successfully test-fired low-cost counter-drone micro-missile system. Just remember, counter-drone micro-missile system, Bhargavastra, developed by the Solar Defense and Aerospace Limited. The system is designed to detect and effectively destroy enemy drone threats, including drone swarms. So, the kind of tension we have between the India and Pakistan, so we have developed this technology to neutralize all those drone attacks made by an enemy country. Partnership and development. The system has been developed in collaboration between Solar Defense Aerospace Limited and Economic Explosive Limited. Capable of detecting small aerial drones beyond 6 km. Okay, small aerial drones beyond 6 km. Micro missile arsenal capable of firing 64 micro missile simultaneously, allowing rapid engagement of multiple targets. Salvo launching, successful test firing 2 missiles in salvo mode within the 2 seconds. Denmark chairs the Arctic Council. In May 2025, the Kingdom of Denmark will be the chairperson of the Arctic Council, okay, as well as the chairperson of the or chairman of the Sustainable Development Working Group for the period of 25 to 27. So let's see in detail. The Arctic Council, an intergovernmental forum. So among the government, this council has been formed in 1996 through Ottawa Declaration. Just remember, Ottawa Declaration, Prelims and Mains, aims to promote environmental protection, sustainable development, and indigenous rights in the Arctic region. Okay, Arctic region. It is not concerned with military security issues. Arctic Council was founded in 1996, intergovernmental organization. What is the mandate? Promoting cooperation on environmental protection, sustainable development, and indigenous rights. Who are those member countries? Russia, US, Canada, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden. Those are in the northern polar region. Permanent participants, 6 indigenous organizations represented. Overseas, 38 state and non-state organizations. India observer since 2013. So India has got the status of observer since 2013. Observer means only you have to attend the meeting and you just see how the things are going on or how the organization is functioning. You do not have any right to speak as well. Recent tension and geopolitical perspective. Geopolitical tensions have increased in the Arctic region, particularly following the US President Donald Trump's effort to annex the Greenland. Okay. 7 member countries halted cooperation with Russia after 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine. Russia was previously the largest Arctic member and former chair of the Arctic Council. So now the thing is why this importance of Arctic Council or Arctic region has increased. Because of the climate change and ice melting, there is a source of resources, natural resources. Okay, one is shipping route, another one is the natural resources. So shipping route जोटा आपण देखिबे new maritime trade routes, northern sea देके route could reduce shipping time and cost between the Europe and Asia by up to 40%, challenging traditional sea routes such as Suez Canal and Strait of Malacca. Geopolitical competition. Russia is expanding its military and economic presence in the Arctic region. The US and China are increasing their strategic involvement in the region. China represents itself as the Arctic's neighboring state and is investing in Arctic infrastructure and research. So, China is also interested in that. So, neighboring state re investment jari rakhichi China. Greenland strategic location. If you see the Greenland's location in the near the North Atlantic and Arctic Ocean has increased US interest in its military and energy strategy. Energy and resource potential. The Arctic is estimated to have 13% unknown oil and 30% unknown gas reserves. So natural oil and gas is another source or the what you call the natural resources. Yala Glacier, let's see. Nepal's Yala Glacier has been declared dead by the glaciologist, which says that climate change is a reality and average temperature of the earth is increasing. The glacier has shrunk rapidly due to climate change and rising temperatures. It is the first Nepali glacier to be officially declared dead. First Nepali glacier officially declared as dead. Important information about the Yala Glacier. The number one, Langtang National Park is located here. Altitude of 5,000 meter above the sea level. Small plateau glacier used for the glaciological studies and mountaineering training. Size, it has shrunk by 66% since 1970s and retreated by 784 meters. It is expected to disappear completely by 2040. Okay, 2040 सुधा हम expect करूँ कि completely disappear करी. Till now, how many other glaciers have lost? Lemtang Glacier, Bhutan, disappeared in 2017. OK Glacier, Ireland, 2019. Okay, the first glacier in the world to be declared as dead. Pizol Glacier, Switzerland, 2019. Ayoloko Glacier, Mexico, 2021. Basodino Glacier, Switzerland, 2021. Operation Killer. Operation Killer is a counter-terrorism operation launched by the Indian Army on 13th May 2025 in the Keller Forest area of Sofian district of Jammu and Kashmir. So during that tension between the India and Pakistan, so Army launched this Operation Keller in the Keller Forest to neutralize the terrorist or terrorist hideouts. It was launched with the aim of neutralizing the terrorists involved in the terror attack on Pahalgam, 22nd April 2025. Objective, neutralize Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists. The operation was led by the Rashtriya Rifle units with assistance from the Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF. Bhuban Rivhu, renowned lawyer and child rights activist, Bhuban Rivhu was awarded as the Medal of Honor by the World Jurist Association. The honor was given by the World Law Congress 2025 held in the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic, first time an Indian lawyer has received this. For the first time, an Indian lawyer has received this global honor. Rivhu has led more than 60 public interest litigations on the child rights in Indian courts, through which he ensured the rights and protection of the children. Bhuban Rivhu founded JRC, a global legal intervention network, works with more than 250 partner organizations in India, Nepal, Kenya, and US. So, World Jurist Association, Bhuban Rivhu Medal of Honor. Akastar Indigenous Air Defense System. In May 2025, India started Operation Sindoor to face missile attacks conducted by the Pakistan. Pakistan fired missiles at 15 Indian places, but India activated the sky system within the S-400 Sudarshan Chakra. The sky is a state-of-art air defense control reporting system developed for the Indian Army and Air Force, which has been prepared by Bharat Electronics Limited. Okay, this purpose is to make the Army's air defense capabilities digital and automated so that any aerial threat can be detected in real time and reacted quickly. So Akash tir hochi indigenous air defense system. Any such threat would come from the enemy state, enemy country, that can be easily neutralized by detecting that. Akash tir project is playing an important role in taking operational efficiency and integrated control capacity in Indian Army's air defense to a new height. Full digital and automatic system. The system has been designed for fully automated operations by making a defense control and reporting process digital. In line with the requirements of modern war, incorporating the Akash tir control centers is a major milestone of modernization efforts of the Indian Army. Akash tir, the system has been fully developed in India, which is in line with the self-sufficient Bharat Abhiyan, Atmanirbharta or self-sufficient Bharat Abhiyan. System integrates data from various radar sources and pre-warning systems, creating a wide aircraft monitoring system. This will help the Indian Air Force protect important properties from potential aerial threats and infrastructure. BrahMos Aerospace Integration and Testing Facilities. Defense Minister Sri Rajnath Singh inaugurated the BrahMos Aerospace Integration and Testing Facilities in Lucknow. Very important as far as prelims point of view. Uttar Pradesh. BrahMos is a two-step missile. First step, solid propellant booster engine, which leads to the missile to supersonic motion and then separates supersonic motion that is more than the speed of the sound. Second phase uchi liquid ramjet engine, which leads to missile to 3 Mach times sound speed in the cruise phase. Advanced technology and software. The missile has stealth technology and advanced embedded software, which makes it highly effective. Stealth technology, that is, exerts missile on the minimum sensory surface, which makes it capable of avoiding radar. And this stealth technology achi, radar cannot catch the presence of or this BrahMos this system missile. Flight limit and speed. Flight limit to 90 km. Supersonic speed. During full flight, it blows at supersonic speed. Fire and forget theory. BrahMos works on fire and forget Siddhant. The missile fly from various aviation heights and angles, providing excessive flexibility. Next, Ladakh records world's highest snow leopard density. Recent studies have made it clear that Ladakh has the highest density of the snow leopard in the world. About 68% of the snow leopard population in India is found in the Ladakh region. If you see the number, it's 709, and only in Ladakh, that is 477. So India 709 and Ladakh is 477. Habitat area. Ladakh has a vast area of 47,572 square kilometer for the snow leopard. Density. Hemis National Park. Just remember, Hemis National Park had a population of 2.07 leopard per 100 square kilometer, higher than the previous record of Tibet. Main regions behind the high density. First, cultural preservation. Positive attitude towards the cultural preservation among the Ladakhi community. So, Ladakhi people are quite significant in the conservation or preserving those local culture. Conservation efforts also. Wildlife department, Ladakhi Wildlife Department. Geographical condition, rugged terrain and low human population that provides an what you call a friendly space upon koi paribe, okay, that suits the existence of snow leopard. Poaching, an estimated of 221 to 450 snow leopards are poached each year, posing a serious threat. Okay. IUCN update 17, the International Union for Conservation of Nature downgraded the snow leopard status from endangered to vulnerable. Okay, red data book or red list, I think you know, IUCN roji jiki species manangu city place karande as per their status. Appendix 1, IUCN status vulnerable, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Schedule 1, among 22 species covered in the Species Recovery Program. Kozhikode gets WHO recognition as AIDS-friendly city. The city of Kozhikode has received this AIDS-friendly city award from the World Health Organization Global Network for AIDS-friendly cities and communities. AIDS-friendly city is one that makes life better for the elderly population, more convenient for the older people. Access public spaces, that is parks, transportation, buildings, etc., are designed to be easily accessible for the elderly population. Affordable and appropriate housing so that elderly can get home according to their budget and needs. Access to healthcare, proper and easy access to health services to the elderly. Social support and communication, making elderly a part of the social activities and communication that they do not feel lonely. Because many a times we have seen this elderly population and remain alone, and their children migrated to different cities for the livelihood opportunities. So WHO Global Network established in 2010, WHO established this network with the aim of making cities and communities the world more AIDS-friendly, inspires AIDS-friendly changes, exchanges information, knowledge and experiences between different cities and communities, provides evidence-based solution and innovative ways for cities to create a better environment for the older people. Historical contribution. Kozhikode entered the UNESCO Creative Cities Network in 2022 under the category of City of Literature. Kozhikode already is status paisarichi, City of Literature, is the first city in India to be included in this category. Jyoti scheme. Kerala launches Jyoti scheme to bring migrant children into schools. Jyoti scheme is a mass contact campaign launched by the government of Kerala to enroll migrant children in educational institutions with the aim of promoting inclusive growth in the education system. To integrate children of migrant workers into formal education system, since migrant people, when they reach at the destination point, since they do not have those enough facilities, so their children are deprived from the education. Through ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଏଟା କରାଯାଇଛି କି formal education ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦିଆଯାଇପାରିବ. To promote inclusive growth, including access to schooling, healthcare and welfare schemes, to ensure continuity of education despite seasonal migration. Target group. Children aged 3 to 6 years will be enrolled in the Anganwadis. 3 to 6 years will be enrolled in the Anganwadis. Children aged 6 years and above will be enrolled in the government schools. Number of migrant workers, over 35 lakh migrant workers live in Kerala, many of them with their families. Okay. Implementation process. In collaboration with the local bodies, local communities will involve in that, in the implementation of that, NGOs as well, non-government organizations. Training of teachers, special training will be provided to the teachers so that they can understand the special needs of the migrant children with respect to language, understanding, because they will have a different socio-economic background. Evaluation and monitoring, the effectiveness of the scheme will be evaluated and monitored. UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize. La Prensa was awarded as the 2025 UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize. La Prensa, Nicaragua's old and most prestigious newspaper, was founded in 1926. During the Ortega Murillo regime, the newspaper suffered harassment of journalists, censorship and confiscation of assets and violence. The prize was established by UNESCO in 1997, named after Colombian journalist Guillermo Cano Izaza. Cano was assassinated in 1986 for criticizing drug cartel. So, this freedom of press. Okay, so how much press is freedom in our country or in different countries, this award is being given. The prize aims to honor individuals or institutions that have made outstanding contributions to defending and promoting press freedom. Odisha News, let's see. Financial literacy push for students, MOU between Higher Education Department and NSE, National Stock Exchange. So, National Stock Exchange will involve in this to make the people or make the children financially literate. So केमती रहइबो curriculum रे integrate करा जिवो personal finance, savings, investment, stock markets, digital transactions. Empowering youth economically, this move aims to empower students with practical financial skill, ensuring informed decision making and fostering a culture of saving and entrepreneurship. Bridging financial knowledge gap with many students lacking financial knowledge, especially from the rural economically weaker section, the initiative will help address inequity in financial awareness. Cabinet approves merger of Mamata scheme and Pradhan Mantri Matru Bandhana Yojana. So Mamata scheme has been merged with the Pradhan Mantri Matru Bandhana Yojana. Under this scheme, women will receive 12,000 to the girl child birth hoji, tebe 12,000 rupees, male child jodi hoji, tebe 10,000 ro financial incentive will be given. Apart from that, specially PBTC communities ko pai this provision or benefits have been made, and जो मैंने health workers होचंदी खास करके आंगनवाड़ी workers and helpers, तो आंगनवाड़ी workers and helpers को पाई भी आपनकर 200 to 250 and 100 to 150 rupees दिया जाइए. Budget allocation देखिए 511 crore in 25-26. Beneficiary reach, this initiative expected to benefit 4.5 lakh pregnant and lactating women. Okay. Asit Mahapatra appointed as the ORERA chairperson. Professional background, Asit Kumar Mahapatra is an alumnus of IIT Madras, a former Indian Revenue Service officer, has been appointed as the ORERA chairperson. ORERA is real estate जो अपन authority है ओडिशा रा real estate authority. Okay. So Mahapatra succeeds Siddhant Das, who resigned on February 28, just before completing his 5-year term. Restoration of ORERA functionality, the appointment came after a period during the ORERA was rendered non-functional due to the retirement of his senior members, including acting chairperson Gopal Chandra Patnaik and member Pradeep Biswal. If you see, the mandate is responsible for addressing home buyers' grievances. So real estate authority Odisha Rajuta achi, and that is given the responsible of listening home buyers' grievances, overseeing real estate project registration and ensuring transparency. Expectations from the new leadership, real estate activist Bimalindu Pradhan emphasized the need for the new team to strengthen the implementation of sale agreements, enforce quarterly project reporting, conduct forensic audit, and strengthening or ensuring strict project registration scrutiny. Okay. Jal Dhara scheme Odisha. Jal Dhara scheme was initiated by the Odisha government in 2007 to provide safe and sustainable drinking water. It marked a strategic shift from reliance on hand pump tube wells to piped water supply system. The scheme targeted the completion of 1,000 pipe water supply projects within the financial year. By mid-2007, 1153 out of proposed 1797 projects were completed. So this Jal Dhara scheme represents significant effort the Odisha government to improve the rural water infrastructure and public health outcomes. Now this Jal Dhara scheme, जोटा कि हमरो piped water supply जोटा करा जाउची तारो main core idea या scheme ताको कहि परिबे. Appointments to OPSC and OSSC. In 2025, the Odisha government appointed new members, strengthening the functioning of its two premier recruitment agency, गोटे होची OPSC, OSSC. OPSC रे कोमन को recruitment करागला Mehir Prasad Misra, principal of ACS College, Samant Chandrasekhar College, Autonomous College Puri, Uday Naran Das, Director of Census Operation. These appointments bring educational and administrative experience to the commission, aligning with its role in conducting competitive exams. For Odisha Staff Selection Commission, Sudhakar Bargi, former bureaucrat, and Shruti Das. ये दो जन OSSC रे and बाकी Mehir Prasad Das, okay, and Uday Naran Das, OPSC रे. Justice D.K. Sripad Sonin strength of judges in Odisha High Court goes up to 90. So Justice D.K. Sripad was recently sworn in as the judge of the Odisha High Court increasing the total strength of 19 judges. 19ଟି judge ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳିବ ସଂଖ୍ୟା ବଢ଼ିଛି. The sanctioned strength to the Odisha High Court is 33 judges, 24 permanent, 9 additional. The High Court is the highest judicial authority in the state and functions under Article 214 of the Indian Constitution. Okay. It deals with the civil, criminal, constitutional, and writ matters originating with the Odisha's jurisdiction. So now strength is 33 is the sanction, but 24 permanent, 9 additional, but now it's 19 only. So there is a vacancy. Odisha Human Rights Commission. The Odisha Human Rights Commission was established 2003 under the Protection of Human Rights 1993. It's a quasi-judicial body. It investigates complaints on the human rights violation, either suo motu or suo motu in the sense ki self, okay, nije investigate kari paribo or petition file hele kari paribo. HRC comprises chairperson, usually retired chief justice, and members with experience in human rights. It has the powers of a civil court and can recommend compensation, inquiry, and prosecution. Though its recommendations are not binding, they carry a significant moral and administrative weight. So it's not binding, okay? HRC also undertakes awareness campaign, advises government and human rights related laws and practices. Bhavanipatna's Asa Sagar shrinks. Asa Sagar, a historic pond in Bhavanipatna, you can call it wetland also, constructed between 1860 and 1873 by King Udit Pratap Deo, has significantly shrunk due to neglect and encroachment. So due to this urbanization. Originally spanning 106 acres with a 40-foot depth, served as a crucial water source and supported irrigation. Over time, urban expansion led to pollution, siltation, yani ki tara depth kami jaichi, and a reduction of the pond's area approximately 30 acres. Previous renovation efforts were marred by the inadequate execution and further encroachment. 2024, under the 5T initiative, the Odisha government announced plans for the pond's restoration and beautification. Proposed development include park creation, boating facilities, etc. So it's a kind of wetland jaro conservation is necessary. Dinanath Pathi Kala Sanman for Silpi Guru Benudhara Mahapatra, and he is associated with apankara jota traditional art form अछि पट्टचित्र पेंटिंग जोटा अछि ओके केतकी फाउंडेशन द्वारा इस सम्मान दिया जाइछि 2024 द अवार्ड वाज कन्फर्ड अपॉन द पट्टचित्र आर्टिस्ट विनोद महाराणा मन रखते दीनानाथी पाठी कला सम्मान फॉर द शिल्पी गुरु वेणुधर महापात्र ओके सेंटेनरी सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ OI Cheeky script by Pandit Raghunath Murmu. Invented OI Cheeky script in 1925. Okay, এটা হচ্ছে script কাহার script Santali language রে এটা হচ্ছে script. এটারে 30 letter আছে and unique is being true alphabet rather than the abugida. OL Cheeky has significantly contributed to preserving Santali culture and identity. The centenary celebration in 2025 included rallies and cultural program. Okay, so this is what we are celebrating. Centenary celebration of OI Cheeky script by the Pandit Raghunath Murmu. 100 ବର୍ଷ ତାର celebrate କରା ଯାଇଥିଲା Santali language ର ଏଟା ହଉଛି script. CM appeals youth to join civil defense unit. କାରଣ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ terrorist activities हो disaster management हो जो main response team ଅଛି या force ଅଛି ତାକୁ support କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ civil defense unit भी ଆମେ माने फॉर्म करूछु so that they will help in evacuation relief okay ए सब मेजर्स रे से माने हेल्प करिवे disaster management disaster response रे नवकृष्ण चौधरी सेचा उन्नयन योजना launched in 2017 aims to revamp and expand irrigation coverage focuses on reviving defunct lift irrigation को rejuvenate करिवा ପାଇଁ efficient water usage and agricultural productivity supports drought prone and tribal dominated region to ensure climate resilient farming okay aligned with national mission like Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana okay so Paripurna batch we have use JN live code, and 22nd is the batch admission closing day. So if you want to join, you can use this code to get the maximum discount. Similarly, we have this Aramba batch as well, starting on 22nd May. Similarly, we have the test series. This Paripurna batch is English and Odia, and this is English and Hindi. Okay. You will get this PDF in this Telegram channel. You can follow me in Facebook and Insta, so that if you have any query, any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.